Hey man, what's good YouTube? Trizzy Yang in the hood. Man, Trizzy Yang was good. Finally, listen man, it's been a while since I did one of these types of videos. I'm honestly about to get back on my basketball history videos because it's been a while, man. I think the last time I really dropped, or I was dropping these consistently, was honestly probably around like September-ish. So I do need to get back on this, man. Y'all know the NBA season is back, so I definitely, and I told y'all once the NBA season started, man, it was gonna be a little tough just because, you know, there's a lot of games to be watched. There's a lot of games to be reacted to. But that's not an excuse, man. That's why I'm telling y'all right now, man. We back on this, man. We back on this. So shout out to the Nonstop channel. We got who's the GOAT at every position. Now, this video is from 5 years ago, all right? So I don't expect, I'm just going to go into this saying this. I do not expect Curry to be the GOAT point guard. I do not expect him to be, damn, my shit was delayed as hell. I don't expect him to be the GOAT point guard. I just don't expect Nonstop to put him there. If he does, hey, fuck it, we ball. You know what I'm saying? But I don't expect him to have him there. Magic Johnson is definitely going to be in that spot. It is what it is. Personally, if you have Magic Johnson over Curry, hey, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? Respect your list. I can't be mad at it, but I respect your list. You know what I mean? Personally, me, Curry is at my point guard. All right? Now, we already know Michael Jordan's in here. LeBron's probably going to be in here. But anyways, man, we're going to check this out. If you make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I post a new video, man. We on the road to 20K. Let's see what it's talking about, man.
When people are arguing the NBA GOAT debate, there is
I
always
forgot
a
my
clash
shit.
and different
Fast mode. I forgot all about that. My fault, yo. Forgot I had it in fast mode. All right, let's go back.
When people are arguing the NBA GOAT debate, there is always a clash and difference in opinions. Different basketball rules, different teammates and competitions, and many other factors make any GOAT equation extremely complicated to solve.
Right.
It's hard to compare errors, and it's hard to compare players that play different positions. So we decided to go around that problem and made a list of greatest players for all 5 positions in basketball.
Okay. Let's do it.
Point guard.
Man, we starting off the video with this, man. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Listen, this is 5 years ago, just before Curry won his last championship, man. I can't get upset, bro. I can't. It just irks my soul because I know Curry is the greatest point guard of all time. You cannot convince me otherwise, man. You can't. You can't, bro. If you were playing a pickup game, you're picking up Curry before you pick up Magic. If them two are on the court with each other, you had to go with a point guard first. You're picking up Curry. And the 2025 and 2025 going into 2026, you're not picking up Magic. Stop lying. Stop lying to me, bro. Stop lying. But it's all good.
Point guard. The internet has spoken and decided that the best point guard, and without any doubt the greatest player of all time, is Mr. Alex Caruso, aka the Bald Mamba. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we have to say that the actual greatest point guard is another Lakers legend who is maybe not as popular online, but has just a tiny bit more impressive record.
He's my number 2 point guard,
9
though.
NBA
I'll give him
finals
that.
in 11 seasons, with 5 titles, 3 finals, and 3 regular seasons MVPs, and the best assists per game average. Magic has
Tough.
the thickest CV of any point guard who ever played. Before Magic suited up for the Lakers, it was widely regarded that you can't win a championship with a point guard as your best player. Magic immediately changed that narrative as a rookie, pouring 42.
So did, hey, Curry did too. Curry did too, especially a point guard that's undersized. Incredibly undersized. Now we know Isaiah Thomas won a championship on his team, and I mean, shit, I don't really know too much about the Pistons history, but I would just assume he was the best player on his team. But dog, man, he ain't do it like Curry. He ain't do it like Curry.
Won the Sixers in the 1980 finals and taking home the finals MVP trophy. Magic had everything you want in a franchise point guard. He was extremely talented and a clear-cut leader. He was flashy and efficient. His smile could light up the entire arena, and he was one of the main draws for increasing the popularity of the NBA in the 80s when the league desperately needed it. But if you ask me which point guard I would take if 5 aliens came from Moron Mountain and the fate of the world depended on a 5-on-5 basketball game, I wouldn't select Magic in my 5.
Who'd you select?
I would select
Hey!
Magic, definitely the best passer of all time, and has the most.
I knew I liked you, bro. I knew I liked you. Instead, but you wanted to put that Alex Caruso bullshit. That shit was not funny, my guy. That shit was not funny. But I do like you. I like you now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yes.
Of Curry. While Magic definitely is the best passer of all time, and
Yeah,
has the
he
most
is.
titles and MVPs, he needs the ball to be effective. which would take the ball from the other players in my top 5. With Steph, there is no such problem. With his perpetual running, Steph's movement creates havoc for the opposing defenders, even if he doesn't touch the ball. And you have to go after his runs, because if you don't, you'll give an open shot to the greatest shooter who ever played. 3 is more
just
than
let
2.
that sink in. I don't know why folks don't let that sink in though. Like, that's the whole point though. Like, sure, he can do damage with the ball. Don't act like Curry can't pass, bro. And his best seasons, bro, my nigga was averaging like 8 assists, bro. Let's not play around. He was still passing the rock. You feel me? But like the fact that he don't, like, if you're putting him with other great players, that's why I said, if you got this, whatever this list is gonna be, this top 5 best players at the positions, if you put them all on the court, bro, we even just saw it in the Olympics with Curry. You put them all on the court, bro. Curry does not need to like primarily have the ball to win them a game. He don't. Magic would need to have the ball, straight up. You know what I'm saying? So when you're picking this list, you have to go with him, bro. You have to. It wouldn't make sense to not go with him, bro. And he's the greatest shooter.
Which the whole basketball world figured out sometime in 2015 thanks to Steph and his Splash brother, who changed basketball forever. With 3 titles, 2 MVPs, and probably 5 or 6 good years left, Curry could still jeopardize Magic's
4 titles, 2 MVPs, and should be 2 Finals MVPs. But, you know, the NBA wanted to rig him because, you know, he's not a Nike athlete in 2015 or 2014, bro.
Position at the point guard throne. A man who must get honorable mention is John Stockton.
Let me stop
the
pausing.
all-time leader in assists and steals.
We only on the point guard.
Will never be broken. Standing just at 6'1" and looking like a high school teacher, John Stockton did everything at a high level. He was a surgically precise floor general, a pesky defender, and above average shooter.
Facts.
Shooting guard.
Yep.
The best shooting guard and a player that many consider the best ever is Michael Jordan.
He is the best
After
ever.
he hit the shot against Georgetown and graduated from Mike to Michael, MJ went on to be the most spectacular one-man show in the NBA. Playoff record 63 in the Garden, dunk contest extravaganza with Dominique, and the shot over Elo are just the tip of the highlights Jordan produced in the 80s. By the time the 90s rolled around, MJ had won
just was
all
on
the
one.
individual awards he could have, and some considered him the GOAT even before his first title.
Sheesh.
In the words of Jay-Z, Mike was losing to Isaiah, but he soon would get his 6th one. He made that last shot over Russell. There was little to no doubt that Michael is the greatest shooting guard who ever touched a basketball.
Facts.
Honorable mention goes to that little Laker boy who did everything in his power to discredit MJ as the GOAT. And even though
let's not play around. Hey, we not finna play around
that
like
little
that.
Laker boy who did everything in his power to
Yo, come
discredit
on, bro.
MJ as
We not finna play around like that, though. All right? We not finna make it seem like Kobe wasn't that guy. If Kobe would have got 6, I ain't gonna lie, some conversations would have need to be had. Let's be real. We not about to say Lil Laker boy. All right? I like you for the Curry shit, but you're not about to disrespect the Mamba like that. Rest in peace, the Mamba. You're not about to disrespect him like that. That was crazy. That was uncalled for. All right? If he would have got 6, it would have been some conversations to be had, bro. It would have been conversations that need to be had, bro. Mind you, Jordan never won without Pippen. Kobe won without Shaq. Now, Shaq won without Kobe, but Kobe won without Shaq. I'm not saying I'm taking Kobe over Jordan. I'm not saying that at all. But the disrespect was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. All right? That shit was crazy.
as the GOAT, and even though he was one title short, he was undoubtedly a true incarnation of Jordan.
He was.
Kobe was the biggest worker in basketball history, and probably the most skilled scorer ever. After Bryant, the third best shooting guard has to be D Wade, even though his knees sapped his prime.
Let me think about it. The third best shooting guard, D Wade. I mean, a lot of people would have Harden, but personally, I can't put Harden over D Wade. Harden has no rings. You know what I'm saying? He got the MVPs, but he don't got no rings. He hasn't even been to a fucking finals before. Yeah, I guess D Wade.
Prime. While he was in that prime, has to be D Wade. Even though his knees sapped his prime, while he was in that prime, he was Flash, and he was faster than any defender. With a killer first step and a body that resembled an NFL player, D Wade single-handedly turned the 06 finals to Miami's favor and brought them their
his knees definitely gave up on him.
Jordan-esque manner. After that, he was the perfect Robin to LeBron's Batman for 2 more Larry O'Briens, and then rode into the sunset in the county named after him. His final landing on the commentator's desk could be better, but we'll slide. Small
LeBron.
LeBron James is on the basketball Mount Rushmore, and he is slowly but surely closing the gap on Jordan in the GOAT debate.
No, he's not. No, he's not, bro. I'm sorry, bro. LeBron is still playing to this day. I still watch LeBron. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I'm sorry, I'm just not going to be able to do is say he's better than Jordan, bro, all the time. I don't care, bro. I don't care, man. I'm sorry. I love, like, LeBron cool. I was about to say I love LeBron. I love LeBron as a person, you know what I mean? Like, he's cool, you feel me? But as a basketball player, bro, I'm taking Jordan every day of the week. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. LeBron is not better than Michael Jordan, bro. He's not even catching up in no GOAT debate, bro. Just because you play longer don't mean that you fucking better than him, bro. I don't mean shit. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. No.
Rushmore, and he is slowly but surely closing the gap on Jordan in the GOAT debate. The gap seemed insurmountable after he botched the 2011 NBA Finals, which is basically the only bad playoff series in his career. Oh, it was easy to hate LeBron then, especially after the decision and the not one, not two, not three Kings landing in Miami.
Yeah, that was
After
crazy.
Dirk gave him that public punch in the gut, LeBron disappeared and reincarnated from King James to King Midas because everything he touched after 2011 turned to gold. He went to every final. He ended Cleveland's 52-year title drought, and he became a Jordan-like leader, understanding he's the best player in the world. In year 17, he is still going strong, and barring injury, he'll have the GOAT statistical output and will likely retire as the all-time leading scorer and top 5 in assists.
He's
Apart
gonna
from
be.
that, he became a media mogul, created modern player
I
empowerment,
should say he already is. Why am I saying he's gonna be? He already is.
5 in assists.
But that don't mean nothing,
Apart
bro.
from
I'm
that,
sorry.
He became a media mogul, created modern player empowerment, and has the most respected voice in basketball when it comes to social activism and fighting for human rights. Honorable mention goes to Larry Bird.
For sure.
Many people considered the best small forward ever after Bron had won 2 in Miami, and they had plenty of argument. More titles, similar stats, and all-around skill set wasn't any worse than LeBron's, and Larry was, and always will be, a better shooter than James.
For sure.
However, when James blocked Iguodala and won his 3rd, Larry had to slide to the number 2 spot on the.
Listen, obviously LeBron and Larry you can't compare as a player. As players, you just can't do that. But at the just the real non-hating LeBron in me, I have to say LeBron's better than Larry all time. I just have to. I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to the basketball community if I didn't say LeBron's better than Larry. I know my past videos with Larry, I've said, oh yeah, he's better than Bron, but I can't do that, man. I can't do that, bro. But hey, honorable mention. He's right after Bron, though. He is right after Bron when it comes to small forwards. He's right after Bron. No cap.
All-time list. And he might even slide to number 3 or 4 because KD and Kawhi are not there.
Hell no.
Could enhance
They not better than Larry. I'm sorry.
Rings. KD's combination of size, length, dribbling, and shooting touch is unparalleled. And he is sure.
Even if KD gets a ring with the Rockets, which is not happening, he cannot win without Curry. Let's be real. Even if KD wins a ring without Curry and on the Rockets, I still don't think KD's better than Larry Bird all the time, bro. At the end of the day, bro, you had to come to us to get your 2 rings and your 2 Finals MVPs. You had to come to us. You couldn't do it at OKC, nigga. You couldn't do it with the Nets. You couldn't do it with the Suns. The Rockets, we gonna see. But nigga, at that point, all them destinations, and you still haven't got it done. You can't be better than Larry, bro. I'm sorry. Now Kawhi, it's a little tricky. If Kawhi would get 3. If Kawhi could get 3, which is not happening, if Kawhi could get 3, then I ain't gonna lie, he's probably the closest to beating out Larry. Because, you know what I'm saying, he's done it with 3 different organizations. He's been the best player on every single team. You feel me? But that's not happening either.
Top 5 scorer ever, if not higher. Kawhi, on the other hand, is top 5 wing defender ever, who also became an efficient scorer on all levels, and could become the first player winning Finals MVP with 3 different teams. Power forward.
That would be crazy.
Tim
yeah,
Duncan
Timmy
is
got
the
it.
most complete power forward who ever played.
Timmy
There were
definitely
more
got it.
athletic power forwards than him, more mobile, and some who were stronger. But nobody was as versatile as Timmy, who had the best resume of them all with most rings, wins, and all NBA selections. The big fundamental never made an excess move, and everything he did was methodical and efficient.
Yep.
A post-up powerhouse and a capable mid-range threat, Timmy was extremely hard to guard in his prime.
That's crazy. Wimby
Defensively,
looked just like
prime
Timmy.
Timmy was guarding everything under the sun, and the whole Spurs defensive strategy revolved around channeling guards and forwards towards the basket, where a big fella from the Caribbean would wait with his perfect positioning, nimble feet, and 7'5" wingspan. In 2003 NBA Finals against the Nets, Duncan averaged a staggering 5.3 blocks per game,
Sheesh.
along with 24 points,
Oh my
17
gosh.
rebounds, and 5
That's
assists.
a Wemby
which
shit, literally.
perfectly shows his brilliance and versatility. If he didn't play for the Spurs, he could have had even more gaudy numbers. But no Spurs fan will complain about his 5 rings in 6 finals and more wins than any other franchise during Duncan's 19 years in San Antonio. When we are talking about other great power forwards, in my book, KG had all the tools Timmy had.
Yeah.
Offensively, he
KG was
also
nice.
a post-up powerhouse with a dependable mid-range and an occasional 3, which was rare at the time. On defense, he was the most switchable 7-footer who
It's so annoying because that man KG could have literally been shooting more threes, bro. He just always was right at the line, like right on the line, like probably like an inch away from the 3, bro. Like, why didn't you just step back, my guy?
which was rare at the time. On defense, he was the most switchable 7-footer who ever played, and only the fastest point guards could pass by his huge body and long arms. If the Wolves didn't waste his prime with mediocre teams, he could have won more than one championship.
Yeah.
We also can't forget about Charles Barkley, who played like he was 6'10", and he was only 6'5".
He ain't got no ring, though.
Agile, hostile. Barkley was the best power forward in the world for many years. Only a prime Jordan cut his championship dream short.
Tough.
In a series that could have easily swayed in Barkley's favor.
Yeah.
Then there's also Karl Malone, the second leading scorer ever, and another victim of Jordan's. Unstoppable on the block and deadly in transition, Karl Malone was a complete package. And last but not least, we have Dirk, who defined the meaning of power forward. A 7-footer with a shooting touch. Dirk is another member of 30K Scorers Club, and his playoff run with Dallas in 2011 is one of the best playoffs anyone's ever played. Center.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Controversial take on my end. I don't have Kareem at the best center of all time. I'm sorry. I get it, bro. I get it. Your rings, you know what I'm saying, your championship, your MVP, like, I get it. But I got Shaq, bro. I got Shaq at my 5, bro. All time. I'm sorry, y'all. I will forever have Shaq at my 5, bro. He was just too dominant, bro. You Shaq is literally the most unguardable player of all time. Like, not a soul could stop Shaq. I'm talking about prime Shaq. Not a soul could stop that man, bro. I'm sorry, Kareem. He's the honorable mention because I already know Shaq gonna be the honorable mention. No. It's Shaq. He's the greatest center of all time.
People remember Kareem as a balding center that helped the Lakers win 5 championships alongside Magic. Even then, Jabbar was one of the best centers in the NBA.
Jabbar not stopping
when
Shaq.
Kareem was in his prime, in the 70s, with a full head of hair, he was the best and most complete player in the league. Jabbar was extremely agile for a 7'1" frame and was regularly averaging 30 points and 15 rebounds. If blocks were measured in the first 4 seasons of Kareem's career, that would surely put him in the front of that category as well. Of course, Mr. Skyhook is the NBA all-time leading scorer and the most decorated center in NBA history. 4 titles in high school, 3 NCAA championships, 6 NBA championships, and 6 MVPs. Mr. Jabbar must have a pretty large trophy room to fill all that in. However, just like Magic, I wouldn't put Kareem in my favorite top 5. I'd go with 2000 and 2001 Shaq. That man was a monster.
Facts.
With 330 pounds of pure muscle,
like, bro,
Shaq attack had to be defended by at least 2 players, and most of them would need ice packs all over their body after battling Big Diesel in the post. During the Lakers three-peat, O'Neal averaged 30 and 15 in the playoffs and was by far the most dominant player in the league, whose dominance caused a shift in the rules and paved the way for pace and space era we see today. In this era, if I picked the best center for my top 5, I'd go with Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem is a good honorable mention.
Center ever. Officially first in blocks and the only center in top 10 in steals. Hakeem was playing the center position like a guard. With an array of crossovers, spins, dream shakes, and a great jump shot, he'd easily dominate on offense. And defensively, he'd be mobile enough to catch up with faster play and switching we see in today's game. Of course, we also have to mention Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain to round the top 5 center list.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is a W video for sure. He trolled a lot in this though, cause you got me with a lot of these players. You trolled a lot for sure. But this list kind of like, I'm gonna be real. My list goes Curry, Jordan, LeBron, Tim, and Shaq. So he literally got my exact top 5 list, y'all. That is exactly my top 5 list. He got it all, hit it on the nail. So I like whoever this person behind the camera was, the narrator for this video. I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with you, man. I fuck with you because hey, we great minds think alike, bro. Let me know what y'all's top 5 is. I think this was pretty accurate in my opinion. He didn't get one person wrong, bro. No cap, man.